Hi guys, and welcome to my review of the Kangertech Subox Mini. This is actually the 50 watt, and there is a 75 watt version out now. I think it's 75 watts anyway. So that allows you to go onto the bigger tanks and actually help your sub-ohming and changing tanks. But for this review, we're going to be looking simply at the 50 watt model. Here it is. And it's pretty basic. It's nice. It's a good size. Fits nicely. I've got medium-sized hands, I guess. Fits nicely in my hand. Get good flavour out of the tank, and pretty decent battery life as well. So to start off with, how does it vape? Well, I got a 0.5 coil in here at the moment because I have moved on to sub-ohming after I initially started. So I'll just give you a quick blast on that. Pretty decent. I do really enjoy the flavour that I can get from this now that I've moved on to sub-ohming. However, if you're just coming off of the cigarettes, you're going to want to start on the 1.5 coils going mouth to lung. I can't really show you that very well with this coil because I'm probably going to cough. If you are going to if you are going to come off of smoking using this, it's best to go with the 1.5 ohm coils and then go mouth to lung with whatever milligram you feel happiest with. I started off on 1.8 because I was doing about 20 to 30 roll-ups a day. The kit itself comes with the tank, the battery, the mod if you like. It also comes with two coils, 1.5 and a 0.5, and it also comes with a rebuildable deck as well, which is really cool if you want to get into that side of things. It's not actually something that I'd sooner just use a coil, like for the cost and against the just effort of going through making the coils up and wicking them. It's can't be asked. Can't be asked. When I stopped smoking, I really didn't think I would stop instantly, and that's why I wanted to spend a bit of money. Now this thing's not massively cheap, I wouldn't say. It cost me about 70 quid all in. This was a couple of months ago now. The newer version I think probably set you back about 65ish with a battery. I think it's pretty good value because of the way that you can move up through the coils without changing anything. So I went from a 1.5 in this tank using 1.8 milligram nicotine juice. I then came down to 1.1 for sort of every day because I liked the idea of dropping through the nicotine just to see if I could. It was fine. I then went on to the 0.5 coil and then started sub-ohming, went down to 0.6 nicotine, and I've never looked back from there. This thing has served me really well for 2 months. It's actually pretty much kicked the habit of smoking for me, which makes it invaluable. Loads of vapor. That's one of the great things about this as well. Is the flavour is pretty decent on the stainless steel coil. The vapor production is decent as well. I mean, when I'm taking a direct hit, when I was doing it mouth to lung, whilst it was nice, I think there are actually better options. In fact, my wife's Enduro T18, I think it is, gives a much better mouth to lung sort of hit. If, however, you want something that's pretty much all singing, all dancing straight out of the box, this thing you really cannot go wrong for the money that you're going to spend on it. Problems that we've had with it. Okay, so leakage. The 1.5 ohm coil, I got a lot of leakage coming out of the airflow bits here, and also around this top seal. That was a problem for me because I wanted to take it to work, and it was actually the reason why I had to invest in something smaller and a bit less complicated for work. I found that even at the old sort of optimum wattage, which I believe mouth to lung was about 18 watts, 18 watts, 16 watts, 18 watts. About 18 watts. That was supposed to be the point at which that didn't leak. It still leaked for me. Some people haven't had it. It's something to be aware of. I believe though in the new tanks, in the upgraded version from this, the newer version, they say they fixed it. I'd still be a little bit dubious of it if I'm being honest. At 0.5, I've had zero leakage. I've had great flavour, great vape production, and it's a brilliant sort of entry into sub-ohm vaping. The drip tip is removable. I haven't used it for anything other than just inhaling. I've not dripped or done any of that crap. Like I said, I'm a cool kind of guy, especially once I'm trying out those new ceramics. I cannot wait to do that. That's going to be awesome. So to sum up, decent price for a whole kit that's going to give you a high quality mod Good option, well, basic options, but enough to get you going and not to bog you down in temperature control, setting up for titanium or nickel or stainless steel coils, any of that nonsense. These things are pretty basic, but they'll get you through your first couple of months of coming off the cigarettes from mouth to lung into sub-ohm vaping. Be careful if you get a leaky one, you may be able to take it back. They may show you at your local shop a better way of keeping the leaks away. I haven't found it. Maybe a thicker juice, something with a higher VG content might be better for you. I found that these 70-30 juices are, while sub-ohming, no problems whatsoever. So there you go. It's my review, sort of look back at the Kangertech Subox Mini. This was the 50 watt, 50 watt version. Their new 70 watt version or 75 watt version, whatever it is out in stores at the moment. It will allow you to use a lot more tanks and give you a few more options for when you move into sub-ohm and high temperature sort of vaping. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this. My name's been Ollie. Cheers. Goodbye.